Hello and welcome to one of the 1.3 videos. The first one was a little bit mixed with 1.4, but the first part was focused on even and odd functions. This part is going to focus on features of graphs. So if we take a look at this first box, it talks about increasing, decreasing, and constant. So increasing is when the graph is going up, decreasing is when the graph is going down, and constant is when it stays in a flat horizontal line. So if we were to take a look at the graph in front of us, I'm going to make dots or points where we have changes. I can see everywhere where we're moving up. I'm going to mark that in with a green arrow. I can see everywhere that we're moving down. Mark that in with a red arrow. A constant, or where it doesn't change, I'm going to mark that in with a blue. Now I know that we're going in this direction because we're always going to read a graph from left to right. I'm going to make a note on that. Read graph from left to right. Excellent. So as we were talking about increasing, decreasing, and constant, we're going to be using our x values to denote this, and we're not going to be using any brackets, only parentheses. So for these questions here, we're only going to be using parentheses because at a specific point, like when x is equal to 4 or something like that, you can't be increasing or decreasing or constant at that specific point. It's what's happening over your x values or over time. We're also not going to be using the union symbol because we're not saying that we're increasing here or we're increasing here. We're increasing in multiple places. So we're just going to write the word and. So when I'm looking at my increasing, I can see that we're increasing, oh, I forgot, so still lightsaber. We're increasing from here. This is -5 to -3. End up going down, and then we're increasing from, is that 1 to 2. So I'm going to list all of these intervals. So we're increasing from -5 to -3 and 1 to 2. We'll look at the same thing with our decreasing. We're decreasing from 3 all the way to 1, and then from 4 all the way to 5. So from -3 to 1, and from 4 to 5. So again, you'll notice that we have a -3 here for increasing and a -3 here for decreasing. That's why we cannot use brackets, because at that specific point, we're not doing anything. It's over that span or interval of x values. Now for the constant, we can see right here from 2 to 4, or the rest of our graph, we're just lying flat. So we'll leave that as our constants. Now for domain and range, in this case, we will be using parentheses and brackets, or brackets, I should say, because we are looking at the entire graph, and at specific points, we can actually be included. So here we could be included. So when we're talking about our domain, that is going to be bracket -5 all the way to 5 with the parentheses, since that's an open point. And then our range is going to be from the very bottom, so -3 with an open point, all the way to the very top. Now I know that we drew in this point, but because the definition of a line is just a bunch of points kind of shoved together, and this is the highest point in our graph, this is the highest point of our range, so it's going to be at 3. So our range for this graph is going to be from -3 parentheses all the way up to 3 with a bracket. So this is finding some of those features are increasing, decreasing, and constant. I also want to take some time talking about local maximum and minimum and absolute maximum and minimum. So local maximum and minimum is what we're focusing on for this piece right here. And it's essentially saying it's not the highest, it's not the lowest, but it's somewhere in between. So if we're looking at this point right here, this is not the lowest point of the graph. We have something lower, but we can see that we are moving down and then up to come here. And then here we have an absolute maximum, but we also have something going up and down from here. Now, right here, we could say this is a lower point of the graph, but there's nothing on either side. We cannot have endpoints be our local maximum or minimum. So let's write that. Endpoints cannot be local maximum or minimum. So I just want to say that maximum is the highest or tallest point, and minimum, I'll leave that as it is. Minimum is the lowest or smallest point. So for local max minimum, you can actually have more than one, and we're just going to list those as points. So as I said earlier, local maximum we'll have right here, and that is going to be at -3, 3. And our local minimum will be right here at 1, -1. Oops, pardon me. Where is my back? There we are. 1, -1. Now again, we cannot list this point right here. First of all, it's not a closed point, so it would not count. But this would not be a local minimum because there's nothing on the other side of it. So now that we've taken some time to talk about local maximum and minimum, let's take some time to look at absolute maximum and minimum. So if we look at the next page, which I will scroll for you, excuse me. There we are. So if we take a look at the next page here, we have our absolute maximum and minimum, which is, in this case, there's only one answer, and it's the absolute highest or absolute lowest. And in this case, endpoints can be absolute maximum or minimum. So let's write a note on that. So endpoints can be absolute maximum or minimum. And we just want to look for what is the absolute highest and absolute lowest. So for the maximum or the absolute highest, I do see two values here, here, and here. However, this is an open point right here, so this will not count as an absolute maximum. And that is because it's an open point. We are not including that value. So we are specifically going to be looking right here at -1, 4 as our absolute maximum. And now that endpoints can be absolute maximum or absolute minimum, when we look at the absolute minimum or the lowest point, that can be found right here at -4, -1. And that is our absolute maximum. Now sometimes our absolutes and our locals can be the same values. So if we take a look at figure 9 below, here we are. If we take a look at figure 9 below, it's asking about all of our locals and absolute maximum and minimum. So when we take a look at our local maximum, again, for locals, endpoints do not count. So we have a point here that is, again, not necessarily the highest, but is, if we look in a specific interval, this is the highest point here. So that will be our local maximum at -1, 3. And in this case, local minimum will only have one. Again, at this point right here, it is an open point, so it cannot count as a local minimum. So we'll have our local minimum right here because it's in the middle of the graph and it's a lowest point. So that is going to be at 1, -5. Now you may notice that this local minimum is also just the lowest point on the graph. So this can also count as our absolute minimum as well. So it will also be -1, 5. So these are in fact the same. Now for our absolute maximum, this is not going to be the same as our local maximum because even though this point right here is rather high, this is the absolute highest point on our graph. Even though it's an endpoint, it can count as an absolute maximum. And that is going to be at the point 3, 5. So that is what I have for you on absolute and local maximum and minimum. Now on the next page, we're not going to take too many notes. I just want to point out what concavity is, just in case it has been a little while since you've seen this. So if we take a look at the next page, we're looking for inflection. Essentially, you can kind of see here that they are talking about a smiley face and a frowny face. If it is concave up, you can think of it like holding water or being in a U shape. So this is concave up. And if we're dumping out the water or we can't hold anything in it, it is concave down. So on the very last page, you will see that there are various problems asking for intervals of positive and negative, increasing and decreasing. So let's do just a few of these right now. I think I just want to focus on A and B and E and F. We'll do the rest in class. Thank you for following along thus far. So if we take a look where our graph is positive, when it's asking for positive, it just means where is it above the x-axis, or when are our y values positive. In this case, that is happening right here. Now, even though it's asking when are our y values positive, we're going to be using x values to list this. And again, we will be using parentheses for this. So state the intervals where h is positive. That's going to be from when our x value is -2 onward. It never dips below the x-axis again. So our interval here is going to be from -2 to infinity. And then for when is h negative or below the y-axis, it's everything before that. So from -infinity to -2. Now, when we're looking at parts E and F, or looking at concave up and concave down, it can be a little hard to tell when that transition is happening. So when we're following along the graph left to right, we're moving, and we see this is kind of face down, but when does it become face up again? The graph is not becoming face down right here. This is actually when it's face up. So you want to look between your local maximum and your local minimum, which will be right about here. So this is what we call the inflection point. And this inflection point is the difference when we change from concave up to concave down and vice versa. So we can maybe highlight that difference a little bit better. So from here to here, we're concave down, but then we switch roles and become concave up. Now you can have many different inflection points within one graph, but in this case, we only have one. So when we take a look at question E, at what interval is h concave up, it's going to be this green section here, and again, we'll be using our x values to list this. So that's going to be from 4 to infinity. Again, we're using parentheses. And concave down is from -infinity all the way up to that 4. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, we'll go over this a little bit more in depth during class, and I look forward to seeing you there. Goodbye.